The beginning of a new year is a time for reflection, a time to look back on the successes and failures of the past, and a time to make resolutions for the coming year. Every year, millions of people just like yourself make resolutions and promise that they will do something to improve their lives, whether it is to lose weight, quit smoking, or get better grades. All these resolution thingy happens at the start of the year, but now the new year is in full swing and the resolutions that you made a few weeks ago seem more difficult than ever to keep. You promised yourself that this would be the year that you will finally get fit, learn a new language, or save more money. Yet, here you are, already struggling to stay motivated and on track. But don't worry, my friend, you are not alone to abandon your goals, because according to the research conducted by Strava using over 800 million user logged activities, most people who take New Year's resolutions are likely to give up on their New Year's resolutions by Jan 25. So the $1,000,000 question now is, why do you struggle to keep up with the resolutions that you make every new year? Well, there are few common reasons for this behavior, like lack of motivation or dedication that causes you to fail at achieving your goal. You might probably start off strong, but eventually your enthusiasm fades and you give up. You sometimes do not have the necessary resources or support that you need to accomplish your goals, like financial constraints, limited time, poor health, etc. For most people, however, it is simply a lack of discipline that leads to their failure. It is easy to make a resolution, but it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to stick with it. People often underestimate the amount of effort that it takes to make a resolution a reality, leading them to become discouraged and finally give up. Now, apart from these common reasons, I personally believe that the core reason why you fail is because of the want. For example, you want to go to the gym this year so that you can be fit. You want to go on a keto diet so that you could lose weight and so on. But if you really want to change something for yourself this year, try this approach that I personally follow and found out to be very helpful. So instead of focusing on what you want, focus on how you really want to become. Here is how I do it. Instead of having a list of New Year's resolutions, I take one word resolution. And this one word is focused on who I want to become in that year. For example, last year I had my one word resolution to become a finisher. So nearly every project that I had initiated, professionally or personally, I was able to finish almost all of them. Because instead of trying to focus on wanting to do something, I only had to focus and remind myself of who I want to become. A finish. As per the study published in European Journal of Social Psychology, a psychology researcher, Philippa Lally, and her team researched on how long it actually takes to form a habit and discovered that it took anywhere from 18 days to 254 days for people to form a new habit. So imagine if you are to practice to become something for the entire year, you most likely will be able to succeed in forming that habit of becoming one. So instead of having a resolution that you will go to the gym this year or go on a diet this year, why not set your resolution to become fit? That way, all you have to focus on and remind yourself is to become fit. Let's say you wake up one morning with the intention to go to the gym that morning, but you do not have any motivation or urge to go to the gym. At that very instance, just remind yourself of who you want to become this year. And I'm pretty sure once you ask that question to yourself, you are more likely to go to the gym that day. Now, you can literally sense you telling me right now, dude, how are you so sure that I will end up going to the gym? Just because I asked a question to myself or just thought about who I want to become. Well, the truth is, I don't know that. But I'm still certain that you would go to the gym on the day. And why I'm so certain is because science says that you most likely will. Confused? Well, let me explain. See, every time we try to make a decision, a part of our brain called prefrontal cortex, which is responsible to help us make decisions, gets activated. When you ask an intense question to yourself, like who you want to become, it stimulates your prefrontal cortex, which fires off neurons in a positive way, and you are more likely to make a positive decision for yourself. I know what you're thinking right now. Dude, I can even ask myself a question if I want to go to the gym today or not, and my so-called prefrontal cortex would still simulate and help me make a positive decision, and that I have tried that before and it never does. Well, let me tell you this. It all depends on how emotionally connected you are to the question. The more emotionally connected you are to the question, the more you are to stimulate your prefrontal cortex, and as a result are more likely to make a wise decision for yourself. So when you ask yourself who you really want to become, the stakes are high. Because now it's about yourself, about who you want to become. It is now become personal, which means you are now more emotionally involved than you would have been if you were to ask yourself if you want to go to the gym. Anyways, believe me, it works. It has always worked for me and hopefully should work for you as well. Try it, give it a shot. You're still in the game and can still set your one word resolution for this year. And if you decide to do so at all, I would love to hear what it is. And if you wish to share with me, you can do so by commenting below. And by the way, I've shared mine for this year in the comments below. Hopefully we'll see you again in the future. Until then, adios.